Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They find some open field here. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 33 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more, so that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to get the football at the...
Boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment. Told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my floor is unshakable. Run it up. I cannot quit it. I need it. I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting. I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, that means quiet. I got the kid.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
their own 23-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Number 6.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
It's a gain of 3.
Throwing now is Murray. This is intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ballgame, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25. Also a first down.
Down. 10 cycles. Cut.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now Patterson to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run with Patterson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Murray now. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. There he goes left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Patterson again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Finds his running back, James Conner.
Murray's pass complete to James Conner.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Arizona.
Murray now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Murray from midfield. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. Taken down at the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Conner going to get it again on second down. And some space here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. On first and 10 is Conner. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Hey, more steal.
Second and 11. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll toss this out right for Conner. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On play action, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Conner. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
It's now 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 11. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like,
puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Murray off play action. Out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to... Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 24.
Cardinals 31, Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 31-yard line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, Patterson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a gain of 4. This brings up 3rd and 1.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
44-yard gain on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
A give running right is counted. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Yeah, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Ready, play. Ultra. Go ultra.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they...
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage or $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it.
Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Play fake. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Connor going to get it again on second down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Trucks over him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marquise Brown, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
I'm not sure if they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's to the longtime Eagle, great Zach Ertz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Murray a give. This is Connor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They run behind center with Connor. A solid stiff arm. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain